Alright guys, how's everybody doing? It's a beautiful day out. I got an 01 Jeep Wrangler here. And I traveled to this place. Yeah. Check it out guys, not bad. To see if I could get it running. Because the last few mechanics that came here had no luck. And they said it was a crank sensor. But the other guy who did come here and work on it, for whatever reason, that said that was a crank sensor, couldn't get it out. And he couldn't even get the bolt out. And he couldn't even get his hand to it, he said. It was in hell. So I had to take his word for it. I had to come here, and I decided to throw a crank sensor at it without doing a diagnosing. I could have diagnosed it. I did bring the scanner. Actually did, guys. It's up in hell. It's up in hell up there. Real hard to see. So, yeah. Did bring the scanner, but yeah. Long story short, he was right. It was a crank sensor, but yeah, it was hell. It was hell, guys. That's the only reason why I'm making this video, because I died. I died getting that little thing in there, and not so much like it was just tight to get your hand to it, and it wasn't that bad. I got the bolt out. I conquered more than he did. He couldn't even get it loose and couldn't get it out. Couldn't get his hand to it or something. But my problem was once I got the bolt out, was the dang crank sensor didn't want to come loose at all. It was nice and wedged in that hole, man. It was like living in there for years, and it refused to budge. And I'm sitting there like, man, what am I going to do to get this dang crank sensor out of here? Where'd I put that old one? Let's find the old one. Nope, don't know where it's at. But anyways, guys, if you're in the same situation as me, I used a little hammer and this pry bar here, and I did find a way to basically from underneath. So if you're doing one of these crank sensors in one of these Jeep Wrangler 4.0s with the one bolt in the sensor, it's an 01 model, and she gets seized in there, you can basically get right up the side. I don't know, the dang flashlight's in the way. Yeah, you get right up the side there with this pry bar. Right up there to that corner. See, there's the bolt's like right there. Yeah, you get right up to it. And then you can basically tap, tap, tap with the hammer and get it out. Yeah, let me get this on there. First, let me move the light. Get this in a better spot. Yeah, it's like no matter where you put it, it's not a good spot, but there we go. That seems like a pretty good spot. Yeah, you can see it real good now. Not lights out of the way. Alrighty, yeah. So, yep, I was able to get that right there like that, yeah. Right there like that. Right up underneath the sensor. And then tap this end down here with the hammer. Hold it and tap, 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 tap. And finally that little guy walked up out of that hole after being in there since 2001. I did not want to move, man. I was out here like really beating myself up trying to get that little crank sensor out. And then on top of it, not sure if that's really the reason why this is not running. I'm sitting there thinking it could be a million things why it ain't running. It could be a fuel pump. It could be a fried ECM or some shit, you know. Someone else come here and they say crank sensor. I didn't, you know, but so take their word for it. I did it. I put it in. I fought the battle, and she runs, and she does run. The owner just took the key back upstairs. So I just told him to leave it down there for me for one more minute. Had to unplug that on this side, and once again, that wasn't an easy task either. What do we do with that old sensor? Here she goes, right here. Yep. And you can see, yep, there's my little, from hitting it with the thing. Right there. There were my scar marks I made in it. Yeah, from hitting it with this hammer and the, whatchamacallit I had on it. Got a little magnet here, don't want to lose that. Sticking to the stand. So, Anyways, I made this video just to make the video for the hell of it, for anyone in this situation. I'm not sure. Stuck crank sensor in a Jeep Wrangler. Wasn't fun at first to pull this stuff out of there. One bolt, seems like an easy job. 2 hours later, here I am. We got it out, we got it in, we're back, and this bad boy now runs. So now she can at least get the other issues evaluated, which is, that thing's really sticking too, which is going to be some work because it needs exhaust work. It's a little loud. It's going to need the antifreeze leak figured out on it, which it's leaking antifreeze somewhere. I'll just do it that light. Did I put that light over here? Yeah, I'll show you this exhaust. Bad boy's leaking here. It's got a flange leak. It's pretty loud. She wanted me to know, like fixing that right here, right now. I'm like, hell, you're gonna get a repair flange maybe, or you probably get a nice size washer underneath that. Can we see that? Yeah, there it goes. You can see a little hole on the side of that bolt, and you can push on this pipe that wiggles and moves there. So this is gonna be. This is going to be an issue. Yeah, see the flange is loose. And so it's all loud. Super loud. Super loud. So it needs that. And then you see this oil pan is wet from antifreeze, and the exhaust pipe is wet from antifreeze that is running somewhere up and in between here, up and in between them pipes, which is probably either a freeze plug or a head gasket, from my opinion right now. I don't know what else is all running up in between here for the coolant that could be leaking down. But don't look good. Don't look good, so needs a pressure test too. Yep. Anyways, guys, just want to say about that out here today. But thanks for watching. Till next time. Later.